Welcome to the History Hunter and welcome to our small adventures with the WW2 time frame. What you see in front of us here is a remnants of the German World War II activity on the Atlantic Wall, and this is what it's going to be about today. We are at a massive German location, so join us and let's go out and find the past together right now. Let me just take a minute here to show you some more so you get some full context. We are at a German coastal defensive area. It's a former German World War II location. It's a peninsula and there are so many incredible features. There are bunkers and tunnel systems and caves and just totally wild. Everything is going on at the same time. This is a part of the Atlantic Wall. Hitler said, "Build me the Atlantic Wall." Tens of thousands of structures from the top of Scandinavia to the bottom of France, and this is one of them, and you really don't want to miss this because this has got it all. We're going to make a little mini series. You're going to see that, and you can see the other parts here where it says more. So when it's available, you can click that and you can check that out. Please give a good shout out to Eagle Eyes, my son. He was so sick a couple of days before this little journey here, and he was so afraid that he wouldn't be able to make it. He did recover very quickly, and he's like a super trooper out there. So give him a thumbs up because I'm very, very proud of him. Also, if you want to help us out, watch the videos in full because YouTube algorithm is brutal. It counts seconds. So every seconds of what you watch is going to help us out. And if you watch more of our videos, it is greatly appreciated. Don't skip because you also lose the context. Let's go back in time and find out what is here at the Lost Fortress at the German World War II location on the Atlantic Wall. In these forests there are numerous World War II installations, but there's also installations from earlier time frames. But we are going to concentrate on the activity that took place during the Second World War. And there's a lot of traces of that. We just have to find it. And that's what this little journey is all about. Beautiful little stream there. But what if I do this? Can you see it? Yeah, it's a machine gun position. It's a guard position. And they built that with one purpose, to take out whoever came up the road that we're walking on. So that is pretty spectacular little fighting position. So let's do a little dramatization here. Let's say you're here in 1944. The Germans are stationary. You are a British commando. A huge little invasion kind of thing is going on, but you have a mission to take up this position. And you know that this road leads up to something very important. So you and your crew, you're coming up this road. And when you're coming up this road, you really don't know what to expect. So still, you're coming over here, and it's pretty safe. So it's all safe until you come to this little position here. And this is wartime strategy for you at its very best. So what you have here, just a formidable fighting position. The Germans would have manned that, and you can see there's a tiny little slot in the opening there. So your crew now, you are coming around the corner of that little bend there. But what you didn't know is that the Germans had an MG42 attached on a little tripod there, and they were ready. And there was a ton of munitions stacked up here. And when they see you come, they will not fire before a lot of you have almost come all in front of the barrel, and then pop, 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 pop. So these are just tiny bits of what is here, but you can see how strategically important just a bunch of rocks can be, because this is a main entrance road up to this facility, and those guys, they wouldn't have had a chance. Did you know that you can become a World War II History Hunter team member, and the artifacts here could be passed on to you in this manner and fashion here by creating beautiful World War II dioramas and displays? You can be the future keeper of something very, very special by the history and the history hunting that we share together. Check out the link in the video description. You can click that and you can become a Patreon team member if you want to. Different kind of perks with for your eyes only videos, travel vlogs, restoration projects, all of that good stuff. And if you want to know more, check out the supporter videos in the beginning of each month. But now let's continue our little adventure. Yes, we are on bikes. Eli, he spotted something here. So now suddenly you see something is going on. There's something going on in the mountainside there. And there's a road coming up there. And they stretch for kilometers here. And this is a part of the Atlantic Wall. That's the fortification line going from the bottom of France to the top of Scandinavia. Hitler said, build me a line of defense on the coastline of this stretch, and we will prevent the Allies from coming in with an invasion. They built tens of thousands of structures, the largest one on the Normandy coasts and all of that. You all know that, but very few know about some of the things that we show. So this is all about being defensive, to protect a huge investment in the area. And this mountain, this little kind of peninsula, was just that, a very important strategic position. The Germans came and they overtook the local position that was here, and they twisted and tweaked and did their own thing. Everybody knows that the high vantage point is everything when it comes to military strategies. And if you have the top point, you have control. And if you see here, you can see quickly that it was all about having control. This could have been a, I'm not 100% sure, it could have been a machine gun position. Could have been a Panzerturm from a Czechoslovakian tank. Could have been an MG Tobruk like this. It's all a matter of having understanding of why it was put here, but you can see that they most definitely knew that this position had an incredible overview of the area, so they put it right on the top here to be able to take out whoever came up from here. And there is two huge investments further down at the ocean line. We're going to show them later, because it's a, yeah, I don't want to say the word, it's a B to get down and up from there. And I have to say, it's insanely steep. There's something going on in the mountainside here. And this is what the Germans were met with. Something pretty impressive that I've never seen before. But the first part starts here. So we have a kind of like a cave going on here. And why is that so? Well, I'm going to take you inside. We're going to hit the flashlight, and you're going to see there's actually a cave system here. And when you enter the cave system, you can definitely see a lot of work was done here, because you can actually exit on this side as well. And this side is where you actually could enter. And when you come up here, let me show you. You can see there's something there as well. And suddenly, there's a staircase there, and there's a staircase there, and there is a staircase there. So, you probably guessed it until now that there's a lot of things going on here, and that's what we're going to check out. But before we kind of go up to these, I'm going to take you over to a place where Eagle Eye is now, and you're going to see exactly what is here. You want to see what the Germans met? They met this. Massive local gun placements. And there are some pretty spectacular features here that we're going to show you. What you see there is something that is not too often to see, actually. You see there's a huge wall there, but why is that wall just behind this position? Very, very strange. But there's a special reason for that. But me and Eagle Eyes, we're going to come in from the back side of this installment now. Just want you to have a quick peek here. See, this is the entrance area for that gun position where the howitzer was. And you can see here, massive stairs. The munition storages on the right hand side there and front. And then you have this staircase going up. And right there, they used to have a munition hoist. So they would carry the munition from these positions here, and then they would hoist it up here, and the crew would have it. And there's even this handrail and all of that. Most of this is original, so been there all the way since it was built. So the crew can quickly go up there, and there would be a separate crew here to take care of the munition supply. Yeah, bikes are fantastic ways of transportation, and we do that quite often actually, and this place is so huge we have to. All right, we come to this second little thing here that we're going to show you, and here you can see this is where I kind of came out from, right there. But we have this incredible set of stairs. Let's go up there, Eagle Eyes, and check out what's there. And you have another special feature there. So all of these stairs, they lead up to the positions that was originally here. As I said, the Germans came and they said, wow, some of these places are just amazing. And you can see there is something in the mountainside there, but that is actually closed off. So let's see what's on the top here. First you met with this thing here. I'm actually not sure what that is. Then we have, oh, I think this is a rangefinder position.
It looks local.
This is from the local military. It's a rangefinder position actually. And let me see if I can get up to the top where you can see all of it. Here you can see, I think this is an older type of rangefinder not bunker, but emplacement. Pretty awesome structure. And see how smooth they created this kind of area here. So it's actually really, really well built. They took their time to build this thing. It's not scrapped together quickly. And you can see when the moss is growing like this, and maybe they had camouflage canvas on top, it would actually be very difficult to spot from the air. But you know, it was not until the Second World War where the camouflage webbing and all of that was used extensively because of the increased warfare from the air. But let's check out the other piece that I show you the further inside. Just realize something. If you're not careful, this is like 4 meters straight down. But you can see how they did this. They hollowed out, took away the mountain, created this little road. You have this little cave that goes from this side to this side, and stairs. And these stairs are not in concrete, they are in huge granite. So they are everlasting. So you might have guessed it already, but this is the second howitzer position. And again, the same scheme, layout, munition pockets, and the ammo hoist and staircases going up. But you can also see that the original sliding doors are still here. That is pretty awesome. See here, this is where they would have stored their ammunition. Wow. Just imagine that these doors, when they were shut, nobody could see how many rounds they had, but when they were open, there would be hundreds of rounds available for the crew, and the crew would be up here. So these granite steps, they are leading up to this massive gun position.
They're made in stone.
In stone and concrete, and absolutely wonderfully to see. And now I'm going to show you this very special detail that I showed you from the lower howitzer position. So, second howitzer position. And it is stunning, absolutely stunning. But I told you about a very special feature. Can you see this wall here with metal plates on top? That is a blast wall. Because the second gun position is actually, let me see, I can do this without falling on my butt here. See here, there's the second howitzer. So this howitzer, is it howitzer? I'm confused. Howitzer position, we're firing their own thing, and then you have this slanted kind of thing going on here, and you have the second one. So this was to protect the lower crews from the blast, so the blast would be deflected and thrown up into the air instead of down into the head of the crew down there. But there's even one more incredible feature up there, and I think that's the fire and control and observation bunker. So why don't we go up those stairs and check that out? All right, I get it. I think this is all sealed off with concrete. I think the tunnel that we saw on the bottom end, which is sealed off, is the entrance for this thing. You probably go in some stairs and then you end up in this crazy looking thing. This is a fire and control bunker. It's spectacular. Let's have a look at it. It kind of looks pretty scary, but this is the typical thing they built earlier, before the Second World War. But I can promise you, this was a high asset for the Germans coming here, because it was ready, available, but they would put in their own communication equipment, they would put a lot of electricity in the ground, they would have communication poles everywhere, cable rocks in the ground to follow the cables if they were damaged by bomb raids, and it will be just crawling with Germans up here. Yeah, give me a bike, and this old dude can record and ride at the same time. Be careful. Right there is something really, really cool that we're going to show you a little piece of. It is a massive trench system running in the hillside here. So I'm actually going to enter the trench system. You can just wait there, guys, I'll come. Whew. You know, if you think I'm breathing hard, that's the reason. We've just been riding like 3 kilometers almost straight up, so give me a break. These were formidable fighting positions as well. Here are trenches, and I'm going to show you exactly what it looks like from above. That's the road coming up, and that's why they put it here, because any major advance could come up the road. If there were foreign or alien vehicles, they will come up here. So they could actually be behind here, throw hand grenades, shoot with rifles, machine guns. And this is one of the favorites for the Germans. They loved creating trenches at the coastal artillery positions, just like this. There's another awesome little feature. See here? There's actually a bridge ahead on top. So the road is passing right on top here. And then, boom, another tunnel. It's amazing to see what they did here. Let's check it out. I'll shine the light. Wow. It actually goes, yeah, it's not too long. Shelter, typical, the thing that you see the Germans build. Shelter or munition storage. It's pretty dry up here, so most likely they would put on some huge planks, make a plank floor, and then they put the munition on top. Could also be a retreat shelter, so they could be protected when there came air raids. And the opening, and you can see that the steel door is actually there, and that is a typical door that you recognize if you've seen some of our videos. This is typical German stuff with that little shutter on the top there. Amazing. Still there. So everywhere where I now walk, there is World War II history, and history even from before. And in these hillsides here, very often there would be trash pieces. Yeah, I can see it already. Metal pieces, whatever, sticking out from places here. Let me show you something here. Just about to say it. See here? It's a huge piece of something poking out of the ground, because it was very typical. It was not about recycling thing or anything like that. You just chuck it outside the hillside, put some dirt on top, and it's gone. So all of these hillsides here, they have probably tons of secrets still laying around. Oh, indeed, there are tons of secrets still out there. If you want to help us out to reach more locations, you know, we have this little super thanks feature here. That is definitely your opportunity to help us out to get some gasoline into the fuel tank and go out and find even more exciting positions, because this place here is going to be totally awesome, because next time we found the munition storage and real guns. So on the hillside here, I can see one of the very early munition storages that was here, And they actually hit some of their targets as well. Wow. And there is even more. So I'll put a link in the video description here where it says more. Click that. When it comes out, you can find that there. This is, by the way, some of the shadow boxes that we create and pass on to our beautiful supporters becoming a Patreon team members. Because when you're a Patreon team member, you have different perks like for your eyes only videos, travel vlog, restoration projects, behind the scenes, all of that. So thank you for being here. Thank you for watching, subscribing, commenting. Absolutely so greatly appreciated that you're here with us. And I can promise you, you will enjoy the continuation of this fantastic Lost Fortress location. In the meantime, stay safe, keep smiling, and we'll see you later.